Poucos dias depois da conquista do bicampeonato por parte do Sporting e poucos dias antes da final da Taça, no qual os Leões vão tentar fazer a dobradinha frente ao rival Benfica, é neste período crítico da temporada que o 0-0 visitou a Academia Cristiano Ronaldo em Alcochete para falar com Conrad Harder, avançado que está a viver uma temporada feliz de estreia em Portugal. Conrad, thank you so much for having us. I must start by asking you how you're feeling at this time. Surely happy days here at the club.
Yeah, it's been some nice days. Of course, I'm happy. We're champions, so yeah.
And about the season as a whole, how is it comparing to your expectations when you first arrived here?
I really didn't have any expectations. I was told a lot of things that if we win, it will be crazy, and I think we did everything we could to be champions, and now we're here as a champion.
Mm-hmm. Now, before we talk about Sunday's game, that's surely on your mind. Before that, I would love to go back to the deadline day last September when you first arrived at the club. It's no secret that you were not Sporting's first choice for the striker position, but then when your name came around, things happened really fast. So, how were those days for you at the time?
Yeah, it was of course some busy days. I had to make a choice within, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 days. So yeah, it was some crazy days, but I was never really in doubt when Sporting came to me. I had some good talks with Hugo and Ruben. So for me, it was not really a hard choice.
Mm-hmm. So at the time, it was said that there were also other clubs interested, mainly Brighton. How did you choose between Portugal and the Premier League? Obviously, such a big stage. Was that because of that conversation with Hugo Viana and Ruben?
Yeah, I felt that the league, the system, the plan for me here was everything I wanted. So I couldn't really say no, and yeah, that's why I chose Sporting.
Everything you wanted in terms of development as a player, in terms of what?
Yeah, the style of play here. I see what happened to other players here. So yeah, that's why I chose Sporting.
Okay, so tell me about your adaptation to the club. Obviously, you came as a 19-year-old moving across the continent. That must be hard. Even coming to an ambitious team when the season is already going, that must be hard.
Yeah, but for me, I take every challenge. I got a lot of help from my family, from my friends at the club. They were very nice to help me. So it was not really that difficult for me to get in the group. The people here, they were amazing to help me, so it was quite easy.
Surely helped having a Danish captain in Morten Hjulmand. I know you spoke with him before joining, but since joining, how has it been, your relationship with him?
Of course, I didn't really know him before, but of course I spoke with him a few times before. And after, of course, he's my captain. When you have a guy from your nation at the club, of course you speak a lot with him, and it's been fantastic to have a Danish guy. And when he's captain, is even better.
Mm-hmm.
But he's been amazing.
Okay. Yeah. From the outside, it didn't seem at all like you had a hard time adapting. Even you had a debut in the Champions League, and then 5 days later you were starting in the league against Aves. And what a game that was for you! In the first 45 minutes, you scored, you assisted. How was that day for you?
It was amazing. Couldn't ask for more. I think that when Ruben he gave me the chance to play, I was like, I have to take this chance, and I did everything, and people helped me. So it was. It felt like I was in the team for many years already. So
did you expect for things to happen so fast?
No, but I'm an ambitious guy, and every challenge I take it, and I try to do my best every time. So maybe I didn't. I never expect to score and assist in my debut, but I knew I could do it. So I just have to prove everyone that I will do it.
And that celebration for your goal, we have to talk about that. So on your full debut for the new club, the club that brought up Cristiano Ronaldo, you go to the corner flag, you do that celebration. That was no accident, right?
No. I spoke with my friend, very good friend, and he said to me, if you score on your debut, you have to do the celebration. I said, yeah, he's been my idol since I was a little kid, so of course, yeah, everything happened and I needed to do it.
It's your idol, and there is talk that he might be on the move. Maybe you're dreaming to play with him here at Sporting, or not at all?
Yeah, of course, it would be nice to have him here. I think everyone will like him to be here, so there's no doubt.
So back to that game against Stavs, we talked about Hjulman that was in the goal. He even gave you a pass, a decisive pass, but also Victor Gyökeres, you assisted him. That was your first really moment of link-up play with Victor Gyökeres. How's it like to play with a striker of that caliber, being you a striker yourself?
Yeah, it's nice to have one of Europe's best strikers. To learn from him every day has been amazing. He's you know, maybe you don't know, but he's a very nice guy off the pitch. I use him a lot off the pitch as well. We have a good connection as well. So yeah, it was good to start off in the first game already.
Yeah. Even before you were arriving, people were talking about that you had similar qualities to him, similar traits. You talk about learning from him, but especially in those first few months, it felt like you were trying to mimic him. Even the way you ran, the way you struck the ball, even the celebrations. Is it really such a role model for you as a striker?
Yeah, in the first couple of months, I don't think about at all to copy him. I was trying to go into the team, so it was not trying to copy him. But as you go further in the season, you see him scoring 50 goals or more. Of course, if you can take some parts from him and mix it with my parts, it's even better.
Of course, you learn a lot from him, but if there was no Gyökeres, maybe you were getting more minutes. I mean, you played a lot of the season second fiddle to him. How's it like to play as a sub a lot of times for a player that's chasing the European Golden Boot? Is it a good thing? Is it frustrating sometimes? Maybe both?
Of course, as a football player, you always want to be on the pitch, but I think everyone, especially me, can see that Victor is on another level. He's, as you said, competing for the Golden Boot, so I cannot complain about being on the bench. Of course, I want to play, but my time will come. I'm still 20 years old, and I was 19 when I signed here, so my time will come.
Yeah, about your time coming, there's a lot of talk about him leaving this year. Do you think you're ready to fill that place if that happens? Do you think you could be the heir to the throne here at Sporting?
I will try my best. I will not try to be him. I will try to be myself. I don't want to be the next Gyökeres or the next. Yeah, I want to be the next myself. So let's see what will happen.
People do expect a lot of young players, and maybe you being a promising young player, and of course of the price that Sporting paid for you, those expectations are big. How do you feel about the expectations from the fans, and beyond that, how do you feel that you developed over this season?
No, I feel I developed a lot on and off the pitch. I like that people have expectations. I like to have a little pressure on me. Yeah, I like it.
And do you have big expectations for yourself as well?
I think I'm the one who has the biggest ambitions about myself.
What do you feel like you still need to work on as a player?
A lot, everything. You want me to go in details of what I have to develop?
If you have it on your mind, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know what especially I have to work on, but of course I have to learn about the right movements, holding the ball, like normal things as a striker. You can always be better. So.
You're really keen sometimes for that long shot. Is that a trait you have? Is that something you feel like you need to work on? Maybe shoot less, or is that something that you think makes you?
If I shoot less, I will score less goals. So no, I will never take that away from my game. I think it's a part of me. If you like it, and if you don't like it, I don't care. Because that's always been a part of me. I scored a lot of goals like this, so I will keep doing it.
you had big moments this season, and when you talk about your development, even outside of player traits and player evolution, were there some lessons for you, some experience?
Oh, I'm 19 years old. Moved away from my parents, from my family. I had to be on my own for the first time. That's a lot of things you have to do to grow as a person.
About your numbers this season, so you had 10 goals and 6 assists overall, 5 goals and 5 assists in the league. That's a goal involvement every 94 minutes overall and every 78 minutes in the league. Surely you're happy with those numbers. How do you feel about your performance overall over this season?
I'm happy for the minutes I got, and I'm happy that I showed people in the minutes I got that I can play. When they buy you for so many millions, you have to prove them. So I'm happy that I could help the team in those moments.
Mm-hmm. And overall, you had a lot of good moments throughout the season, but there's that one game, that away game in Braga, that comeback, you score a brace, and it's also Ruben Amorim's last game in charge. Was that the moment for you?
I think, one of them. That game was one of the top moments. I think the moment was for me, not for the team. For the team, I think that moment was the most important one. Not because I scored, because we won Ruben's last game. Mm-hmm. But for me, I think the most special moment for me was to scoring in the Champions League.
Okay, yeah, that against Bologna, that goal was important as well. Yeah. But in that game against Ruben, obviously, last game for the coach, how was it like losing the coach midway through the season when things were going so well for you guys?
I think life as a football player and as a coach, sometimes these things happen. You cannot really decide if it's a good choice or not. Things happen quick, and it's an opportunity, and I understand why he took the opportunity.
And after him leaving, there was a couple months maybe where things felt like the results turned sour. There was a big feeling that maybe the season wouldn't go so well after all. How did the team, the players, your group, how did you guys deal with it?
I think, of course, it was sad that he left. He was doing very, very good here, but it shows also the mentality in the group. Of course, after so many years with him, things have to change, and they changed. But we adapted. We had some, 5 games or 4 games with no win, but yeah, it's normal. And it showed how professional we are in the team, that we came back and won the league.
I suppose now is a good time to ask you about that group of players. It seems like you guys are very close, you have a good group. How do you feel about that locker room here at Sporting?
The locker room is nice. People are nice, people talk to each other. So yeah, the group is fantastic. I love them, so it's nice to be there.
Who are your closest friends here at the club, if I may ask?
Nah, it's 100% sure is Zeno.
Zeno?
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, he arrived maybe at the same time as you.
Yeah.
Why? Why are you so close with him?
I don't know. I think we're both alone here. What can I say about this? We have a good connection. I think. Yeah.
He might mock you if you say too much nice things about him.
No, I cannot say too much things. But he's a nice guy. We found each other. We help each other a lot when things is not very well. But every time I'm with him, we are happy. We enjoy. We forget that we miss our family maybe. Mm-hmm. So it's nice to have him here.
Back to the season, things started to go well again. Mostly when the club signed the new coach, Rui, to take over the team. So how was that like, and how's your relationship with the current coach?
No, it's good. He's a nice guy. He's a brave coach. He knows what he's doing. So my relationship with him is very good. We have some good talks. I think it's not only him. There is a good coach. Is the whole team, the whole staff. I like it a lot. So I think it was good to have him here.
Mm-hmm. On the other game against Braga at home, the tie at the end. After the game, the coach talked about you, said that you weren't involved much, that you were clumsy when you came on. Those comments, they were a bit controversial at the time, but how do you felt about that kind of public criticism?
I think the whole thing was a misunderstanding, and we moved on from there. And we had some talks. I think it was a misunderstanding, but we moved on from this.
Another, I guess you can call it, controversial moment you had was at the very next game in the league. After the game against Santa Clara, you were sent off. The referee's report said that you were sent off for yelling out the word "yeah" provocatively. Anything to say about that?
No, no comment.
No comment at all. Yeah,
Prefer not to speak.
But yeah, overall it was a lot of good moments, surely more than bad moments this season. What memories will you take for your life from this season? Maybe that night at Marquês de Pombal, that title celebration.
Yeah, I think I will take a lot from this season. That when things is not like going as you wanted, you can never give up. And the team that showed me that when things are the lowest, that's where you have to fight the most. And we showed, we proved everyone wrong. That they were saying we cannot be champions because we had some defeats in the middle of the season. But it showed me that you should never give up in a season, no matter what. Does
that fuel you and the team to prove outsiders wrong when people say that you cannot do something?
Yes, of course. When people say to me you cannot do it, it gives me, of course, 100% more motivation to prove them wrong. So yeah, of course, it gave a lot to the team.
So, and after those title celebrations, after such a big party, you still have the season going. You still have one big game left, the cup final against Benfica. How important is that game?
Well, it's as important as the league. It's a game. It's a final, and what more important is against Benfica. So, of course, we will do everything we can to win that final.
Mm-hmm. And how do you feel about your chances? It seems like since Sporting was champion, the club, the players, yourself, the team seems relaxed. Do you think there's more pressure on the opponent?
No, it's a final, 90 minutes. So I think there is no more pressure on us, on them. It's even. Everything can happen in a final. So we have to fight. They have to fight. Everyone have to fight to the end, and we will see what the result will be.
Again, you'll be playing against Andreas Skeldrup, which now is your rival, but he was your teammate back in Denmark at North Sea Island. Do you usually talk with him here in Portugal?
Yeah, I talk with him almost every day.
Really? Have you talked about the game?
About the next final? Not yet, but we talk almost every day. But about this game we didn't talk yet, but for sure we'll come.
How did you make that transition from being teammates to now rivals? You don't feel that at all in your friendship?
Of course, we have to be careful what we do together, but a friend is a friend. You cannot hide a friendship in this, so I use him as a friend still, of course.
Okay. Now, about the future, what do you think this team can do next season in the league and in the overall domestically and also in the Champions League?
We have a nice group. We have a good group. We can do a lot more. We will do everything we can to win again, to win games. To go in the Champions League. I think everyone's dream here is to play in the Champions League, and we're in it again, and we will be there to fight.
You talked earlier that you really believe in yourself, that you have to believe in yourself. What are your career goals? What do you want to leave behind when you retire as a player? That's a long way still, but...
That's a big question. I cannot say what I... It's a very big question. Of course, I want to be a great striker. that people remember me either way, and I will not sit here to tell you what my goals is, because if I not achieve them, it's not nice to say it in public. But I have some goals in my mind, and I think everyone here knows what my goal is.
Okay, and we can only hope that you achieve them. Once again, we want to ask or thank you for your time here. Thank you for having us, and all the best.
Thank you.